Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquering the Frontier here on the New Frontier map with Artemus. As you can see, we are absolutely drowning in straw. We need to get that into our BGA to be processed. And yes, there's piles and piles and piles of it. So first step today, we are gonna run to the store and get a conveyor. That way it can trickle into our BGA without us having to do much. And while we're dashing over there, Artemus is just gonna get some trees into our sawmill, which has run out of materials. So we need to get that running and happy, and then we are moving on to doing some drilling. Before we do that, we are extending our Creekside field. So we're gonna be extending it down to where we are clearing trees. And then we are gonna go ahead and lime the whole field, including the new section, as well as our newest field, which still needs an application of lime. And then we are moving on to drilling. And we're only gonna be drilling what was our oat field, as so early in the year we can only drill canola. So we'll have a big field of canola, and then we are going to be drilling some grass as well to keep our BGA fed. And I think Albert Park will be the grass field for now. But first off, let's run to the store and get a conveyor picked up. There we go, fairly small conveyor, and just to get the straw picked up and dumped into the hopper. So we can go ahead and hook that up to our truck here and take it back to the farm. That should do. Get that dropped off and get it set up. And there we have it. That is picking up the straw and getting it dropped into our BGA. And the best part is we don't have to manually do it. Some money well spent, I'd say. And it is picking up quite a wide range, which is good. So minimal adjusting required. Now, as Artemus is busy getting some trees in our sawmill, I think we'll just do him a favor and get his Fent ready for the plowing job. Time to get it refueled, and got this nice little fuel tank used for our farm here. And with that full now of diesel, we can go ahead and refuel. It looks like Artemus is getting the Massey ready for us as well. How kind of him. So we'll hook up the plow to his Fent and then we'll swap on over. Like I mentioned, we are going to be extending this field down here, the Creekside field. We are going to go around the tree and then take a shot down here to the clearing we made with the excavator. And we're trying out the wood cutting abilities. Now we are going to loop around down there and connect up to the field here. So that is the plan, and I'll see you when we're done. That's the field extension done. A couple of stumps I need to get rid of, as well as some wood. And Artemus is just wrapping that up. Next up is the liming, and we do have a few lime bags in storage that we are gonna load up. And then we might have to go to the store for some more. So we will see when the time comes. And we are gonna have to move this winch out of the way, so we can pick up the lime spreader with the fence. Now, with the liming being a one-man job, we are hitching a ride, sitting in the passenger seat, having it very nice. And Artemus is gonna start out with our first field. And I think that's gonna be our newest field. Then we are swapping over. And we are gonna be liming the field extension of the Creekside. It looks like our conveyor has finished with the straw. So that is all nice and well. So we'll crack on with the liming. And I will see you when we're done. There we have the liming job done. Next up, we are moving on to the drilling. And Artemus is just gonna hop in the Massey and run it over to the store to pick up a new drill. Now we are gonna be drilling with 2 drills, so twice as quick, and we'll both have a job to do. So it looks like our other drill is buried pretty deep in the shed there, so we're gonna have to move some stuff out of the way. Get that attached, topped up with some seed and fertilizer. Now we have a bag of seed hiding there somewhere in the shed. So we'll get it topped off and we'll see if we're gonna need any more than that. And then we are going to be drilling what used to be our oat field with canola, which is our only crop we can drill at the moment, like I mentioned before. And then Albert Park will be our new grass field. We'll get that drilled with grass. We'll get our first cutting of that maybe in the late fall, but more likely in the next spring. we go, that's our canola field all drilled. Artemus is just getting that last little spot. And that's all the drilling for now. We'll see next time if we can drill something else in our remaining 2 fields. But as the rain clears, it is time to get the drills put away and call it a day. So that is all for today. Next time we will be taking a look if we can do any more drilling and taking a look at the farm, what jobs we can do. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a comment if you have any tips, tricks or suggestions. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Check out Artemus' channel, link down in the description. And we will see you next time as we continue to conquer the frontier.